Kevin Sanchez over at Shonen Gamez has dropped the spoiler for Chapter 4 of the Dragon Ball Super Toyotaro manga adaptation that's going to be coming up in V-Jump this month. And I want to stress the word manga adaptation because there really appears to be, especially now, a clear difference between the anime and the manga. Many differences, in fact, and it appears like Toyotaro is incorporating several different arcs at once. Now, how these events are going to be playing out in the anime is still very unclear, but it appears like Toyotaro either was given the entire story from Toriyama or at least given enough leeway and enough permission to stretch it beyond where it's supposed to be, because there's a lot of stuff that happens here. There will be a full leak of this thing probably sometime this week, so I'll be bringing you guys a review of that once that leaks. Now, real quick, just a couple of bullet points that were talked about, and I will link the article below so you guys can go read it. But some bullet points are basically, in this version, just like in the anime and in Battle of Gods, the movie, they summon the dragon, Goku becomes a god, and him and Beerus fight. And apparently the fight in the Toyotaro manga is a little more closer to how the movie was, where they're fighting in the city and then in an area away from the civilians. We haven't seen that in the Super preview yet, but that appears to be the case. Now, what's very interesting here is that the Kais have already made it to Planet Namek, and there's no Champa, and they sense that Champa is already halfway across the galaxy, or the universe, actually, is what they say. So old Kai's like, whatever, just put them back where you belong, and then Kibito Kai's like, wait a minute, what? And then they cut back to Goku and Vegeta fighting, and Beerus unleashes his ultimate attack, just like in the movie. Goku gets his god abilities and uses the Kamehameha to stop it. Beerus is impressed with what Goku's done, and he leaves with Whis. Apparently, in this version of the film, Beerus just leaves in space. Well, not in the film, this version of the story. I mean, Beerus just leaves in space. They don't have that scene where he comes back to Earth. They don't have that anymore, which is too bad because I really like that scene. But, I mean, the anime may do it differently. So then we find out that apparently we go back to Namek, and it looks like Kibito and Kaioshin have wished themselves separate. So that question about the Dragon Balls being able to separate a Potara fusion has been answered according to the Toyotaro manga. Apparently you can if you ask the dragon. So those of you wondering, what if Vegeta would have stayed fused, and people doing videos about it, if this is the case, if Toyotaro's right, and if Toriyama approved this, then I guess that the dragon can defuse Potara people. So then it gets interesting. Then we go to deeper into space, somewhere else, and we see a bunch of Freeza's leftover soldiers, and they find this gigantic Dragon Ball, and they're like, wow, how can a Dragon Ball this huge even exist? So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Champa just blows them up and destroys them. Boom, one shot, no problem. We go to Planet Freeza 17. Tagoma and Sorbet are there, and they're talking about, the ship was destroyed by unidentified force. What did you say? And they're in trouble. So at this point, they're scared, and they say, okay, the only thing left for us to do is to revive Freeza. Let's get the Dragon Balls. So then it goes to Champa, and again, his female assistant is still, as of this manga chapter, unknown and not named. She's like, if you keep showing up like this, then Beerus-sama will. And then Champa's like, yeah, that's why we're heading home. You know what? Maybe I'll give him a little something, a souvenir for the next time we meet. So we're seeing the Super Dragon Balls now. We are seeing Champa and his assistant talking about Beerus and how they know each other. And we're seeing the interjection or the introduction of the Resurrection F arc. So either the Champa stuff's going to be saved in the anime for after the Resurrection F arc is over, or we're going to get the Resurrection F arc early, or we're going to get the Champa stuff early. I really don't know. But as of the manga, it looks like they just introduced Champa just to tease us for later, and then he's going to come back during the, quote, Universe 6 arc. So that's what I got for you today. The manga should be out very, very soon. I'll drop a full review on it once it's out. Leave your comments below. What do you think about the pacing? Is it too fast? Do you wish Super was faster? I know a lot of you do. Leave a comment below. Thank you again for watching. I'll catch y'all down the road. Hey, Super Tubers. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and spread the word about the channel. And find me on these social media platforms.